Going to face a guy actually most of them know pretty well, Dylan Cease, with the Padres the last couple of years, but this is a bit of a different Dylan Cease.
Dylan Cease, with his 7 shutout innings at Seattle, got locked back in, and the walks were perturbing him a little bit.
Fastball, and that's right there for strike 3 called.
Well, if you're looking for anything but the fastball against Dylan Cease, that heater will freeze you up, and that's a pretty good hitter looking at that fastball.
And he drives it to deep center field. Varsho back on the warning track, makes the catch, and the inning is over. 17 miles an hour sometimes between, maybe 18 between fastball and changeup. Shallow center field, really a pop-up, and back goes Jimenez to make the play, 2 down.
Well, we saw the changeup earlier in the at-bat to Lee that just took off on him. This is the ideal changeup right here. Yes, it's down to 80, 81 miles per hour, but it's the change of speed that gets a hitter who's gearing up for 96, 97 out front. Perfectly executed.
Easily the leader in the American League and second in the major leagues. Got him. And another awkward swing there from Adames. Dylan Cease is having his way with the Giants in the early going. 6 up, 6 down. This is second strikeout.
Being rewarded for an outstanding season here with the Blue Jays.
Strike 3 called to get Eldridge.
Well, you get him to turn on a fastball on the inside part of the plate at 98, and then you go backdoor slider. So right there as a left-hand hitter, you're giving up on it. It looks like it's going to be away, and it just comes back enough. That's that hard slider.
Midway, you could see that it meant a lot to him. Just kind of a little smile, waving to the crowd. Swing and a miss. The changeup is doing bad things to the Giants right now. That's 4 strikeouts already.
There you go again. I'm not sure what you do if you're a hitter against Dylan Cease. You can't really look for a certain pitch because you might not get it. And if you don't get what you're looking for, good luck. Drew Gilbert's just in his 2nd year in the big leagues, and he
got him. Back to the slider. That one dove straight down, and Dylan Cease strikes out the side in the bottom of the 3rd. 9 up, 9 down with 5 strikeouts so far. It'll have a big Blue Jay feel to it in Philly. That is strike 3 called to get Ramos. That is 5 consecutive strikeouts now for Dylan Cease.
And just think about what Elliot Ramos has done in this series against Blue Jays pitching, and Dylan Cease is just absolutely dominating him today. It just freezes him with that fastball.
Working quickly. Now the ground ball. Backhanded by Guerrero. The flip to Cease. 2 down. The 1-2. Got him. The runner was going, but it doesn't matter. A curveball to strike him out. His 7th of the afternoon. Swing and a miss to get him. Strikeout number 8.
Great location with that pitch. You had to believe he's going back to slider against Haas, and he puts it right off that outside edge. Not a lot he's going to do with that pitch.
Thought they could diversify the arsenal a little bit, help him go to another level. Got him. Back to the slider, down and away to strike out Ramos. That's number 9.
So after the fastball out there that Ramos fouled off, he comes back with the sweeper, which is the slower breaking ball, and then the slider, which is the harder breaking ball. They have got all kinds of shapes.
And another 3-2. And it's a fly ball to right field. Lucas going back, and he's got room just shy of the wall to make the play for out number 2. Adames a strikeout and a walk today. Up the middle, backhanded by Clement. The throw on a bounce is in time. A very good play by Ernie Clement to get the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 7th. One more look going to break. Clement got to it, flipped it across on a bounce, and it's 5-0 Blue Jays at the end of 7. In the air to center, hit well. Varsho makes the catch. Racing back in left center, he hauls it in for out number 1.
If there is a baseball hit to center field in a game in this situation, you wanted to hit when Dalton Varsho is out there. He gets a good jump on this ball, running to his right. He gets a little deeper out there where you see the 399-foot mark. Dalton knows there's a fence there, but I don't think he really cares. What a play.
Never even peeked at the wall.
He knows it's getting close, but he doesn't care. What a play.
Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 down.
Don't see a lot of four-seam fastballs from Dylan Cease, but when he wants to go up top, he gets it up there. 0-2 up and above the zone.
Pitch to Cavanaugh. 2 down and the base is empty. And the pitch. Got him. Strikeout number 11. And Dylan Cease with an efficient, quick bottom of the 8th. There you go. Looks like he's getting loose in the corner, ready to go out for the 9th round.
About to deliver a few more punches.
A 9-round fight, and he has won the first 8. The closest call was the Bryce Eldridge fly ball to lead off the bottom of the 8th that went a long, long way to left center field. A great play, a fearless play made by Dalton Varsho. Everybody wants a good seat in the front row to watch this. And it's lined into center, a base hit to lead off the top of the 9th inning. The first hit of the ball game for the Giants. An incredible performance for Dylan Cease here today, but unfortunately the no-hit bid comes to an end. Jimenez, Guerrero, John Schneider's already out. Tyler Rogers was ready if needed, and a standing ovation and a job well done by Dylan Cease. Just could not get those last 3 outs. But what an outing here today in San Francisco. He has already had a no-hitter, by the way. 2 years ago, he threw a no-hitter against the Nationals. He was bidding to become only the 2nd Blue Jay to throw a no-hitter. Of course, Dave Stieb back in 1990. Congratulations all the way around. An incredible outing here this afternoon.
Dylan Cease, congratulations. A phenomenal outing. I know you have to be disappointed. Take us through what's going on in your mind when you stepped out on the mound for that 9th inning.
Not a whole lot, really. I was just in attack mode. You know, previous inning we kind of planned out how we wanted to attack, and I just wanted to mix it up a little bit right there. I probably should have thrown a slider, but if I get that sinker a little more in, maybe it's good. I don't know. That's baseball, you know, but it's a good one.
It was a very, very good one. Dylan, listen, you're so humble. It seemed like you had everything working this afternoon. What about the game plan led you to the kind of success you had this afternoon?
I think I was just throwing strikes, really, you know, getting the ball in the zone. I think, really, I feel like I commanded everything besides my changeup. So I think it was a really good mix, getting the ball where we needed to get it, and then just trusting and attacking.
You had a lot of first pitch strikes. I mean, you have to be pleased. And how much of a factor is that when you're just pitching the way you did this afternoon?
Yeah, it's the name of the game. It makes our lives way easier. You know, those outings where I only go 5, it's because I'm 2-0 to everybody. So really, I really have tried to focus on not beating myself, you know, and I think the first step with that is getting it in the zone early.
You had some terrific defensive plays behind you, Dylan, in that bottom of the 8th. What's going through your mind when you saw Dalton Varsho make that grab by the wall?
Yeah, I mean, that's usually a couple of those happen every no-hitter. You know, Erndog made the play up the middle of the previous inning that wasn't easy. So, you know, I try not to let myself get too carried away when I'm in like the 5th, 6th with no-hitters, because it's just, you know, I mean, any little thing, it's a hit. So, you know, when you start seeing stuff like that, you're like, man, maybe it is my day today. So, I don't know. How many strikeouts did I have?
You had 11. Thank you very much.
Right.
That's pretty good. You said you're happy with that. Before I let you go, you signed on with this Blue Jays organization because you felt that they would take your game to the next level. As you made your final start in the unofficial first half of the season, what have you thought about your first half? How would you assess your performance?
I think it's been good. You know, I've had a lot of really good starts, and there's a couple starts, you know, I've had a handful that I'm really not happy with. Really, those starts, like I said, where I beat myself and I throw too many balls and all that, it's extremely frustrating. So, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm going to the All-Star game. There's a lot of positives, but I don't know, I think as a pitcher, I'm always kind of focusing on the areas of weakness that we can improve. But it's been a great first half. I've really enjoyed it. I love Toronto, so let's just keep it going.
I can tell you, Blue Jays fans are absolutely thrilled that Dylan Cease will be representing the Blue Jays organization in your very first All-Star. Listen, have a safe trip to Philly. We'll see you there, okay?
I'll see you there. Thank you.
All right, Dylan Cease, guys, back to you.
Hazel, thank you. So maybe a tiny bit of disappointment, but a lot of pride, as there should be for Dylan Cease. An incredible performance here this afternoon. Let's send you to Blue Jays Central right now. Once again, here are Jamie and Caleb.